play.
Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Alicia. Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Alison, and today we're playing Nancy Drew Tomb of the Lost Queen Bonus Edition. If you're wondering what the difference is between Bonus Edition and the regular game, unfortunately I will not tell you what the differences are just because it's such a freaking nuance. Honestly, there isn't much of a difference, but I don't want to go into too much of a lecture of it, just because it's quite a bit. But I do want to explain that Her Interactive does work on their bonus editions quite differently than the collector's edition in the Hidden Object Games universe. And what I mean by that is that with the collector's edition in the Hidden Objects universe, you normally get like screensavers, gosh dang it, go away. uh, Wallpapers, concept art, sometimes a bonus chapter, hidden achievements, extra objects to find within the game, just little things like that, as well as soundtrack. Oh my gosh, the soundtrack. But with Her Interactive, oh right, another thing with with the collector's edition, you can buy it anytime you want. Sometimes it's a cheaper price, sometimes it's on a sale with a certain website. But with Her Interactive, it is quite different. The only way you can buy the bonus edition is if you pre-order it. Once the game is publicly released, you can no longer buy the bonus edition. Oi! Fortunately, there are some fans who found a way to access the bonus edition with all the games that do have bonus edition. I'm not sure if you're actually able to activate it with all of the games, but I do know you can with the games that are supposed to have bonus edition. Hopefully I'll be able to talk more about that once we get into the game. But I do want to note that us Nancy Drew fans, we actually, those who play the Nancy Drew game series, I should say, we actually like to attach ourselves to certain characters because we just enjoy their personality, or just certain quirks, or just little things that happen to be part of the story or whatever. So with that in mind, Her Interactive has actually made certain characters recurring from previous games. Two of them in Tomb of the Lost Queen, we get to have two recurring characters. One we don't actually get to see. He's more of a background character, really, and he always has been from the start. He actually first appeared in Secret of the Scarlet Hand. His name is Sunny June. He's really into like aliens, and that aliens helped us humans evolve and whatnot. And he's really into this chocolate bar called Cocoa Kringles, and just a whole bunch of different things. And over the Nancy Drew game series, like we get to see little like extra bits throughout certain games and all that, just like tidbits of him like only handling a job for like 3 days or even a week or something like that. And sometimes his little notes around the place actually help us progress with the game, which is pretty cool. But his obsession with aliens, he actually ends up creating an organization or a business called S.P.I.E.D, Strange Phenomenon Inspectors Extraterrestrial Division. And oddly enough, that business is involved with Tomb of the Lost Queen. Specifically because of the Anunnaki. If you're not familiar with the Anunnaki, you have not been exploring the Egyptian world. Not to mention, not to mention you haven't played the game before. But I have done some research. Anunnaki is a real thing. It's crazy ridiculous. I didn't go full research on it, but I just wanted to make sure I just wanted to confirm whether the Anunnaki is real or not, and it is. Oy vey. I don't know if there's anyone who takes it seriously or not, but I imagine they do. And the other recurring character that's in Tomb of the Lost Queen is Professor Beatrice Winifred Hotchkiss. Long name. But she is from Treasure in the Royal Tower, which focused on Marie Antoinette. She is a professor of French history. And oh my gosh, she's actually, from what I understand, bilingual, or somewhat of a linguist, I guess, because she actually helps us a lot with the Egyptian history in Tomb of the Lost Queen, especially with Queen Nefertari's children and all that stuff. We've actually been asking her for a lot of help, but it's really cool. And I do want to mention Her Interactive bases all of their games except for one, which was Sea of Darkness. That one's an original. All of their games except for one are based off the Nancy Drew book series, which is pretty cool. And Tomb of the Lost Queen is based off of Nancy Drew and Hardy Boy's Super Mystery Secrets of the Nile. It's actually a really good book, even though I haven't read it myself. I need to get a copy of it. But I will, which is super hard to do, of getting a copy, I mean, and I will hopefully explain more details as to why that is, as well as more details of the book plot at the end of the video. That is, if I have enough time. I tend to exit out of the game a little late when it comes to the outro, so hopefully I'll be able to control that this time, because I really do want to talk about how to get to the bonus edition part of the game, as well as talk more about the book. Boy, I think I know when I need to get out of the game. I just need to control how much of the game I play. Boy. And I think that is about it when it comes to all the details, except for two things. And that is, one, with every Nancy Drew game you play, you get a choice of 2 detective levels. That is Amateur and Master. There are differences between the two. I'm not going to go into details, although this kind of does explain it just a little bit. The hints available part, though, I actually really like when it comes to game number 28, Ghost of Thornton Hall. I wish I could tell you more about that, but this is Tomb of the Lost Queen. And last but not least, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please, please, please check the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. It will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen, bonus edition, and let's go ahead and get into it. Yes, sirree. Oh my gosh, yes. So, let's actually go through the task list before I show you this. I did show it in the previous video, but I do want to show it again just because, oh my gosh.
Still haven't, that's
I
done.
actually really like
that's done.
Feature they did with the task list here, and I think this is the first time we see it, if not the previous game. I've already forgotten what the previous game was. Which is weird, because normally when with Nancy Drew game you get to see Nancy's desk in her bedroom. We don't get to see that anymore. So anyway, so open Abdullah and Lily's trunks, Jamila's bag, gold coffin. Oh yeah, we found the true tomb. And talk to Abdullah about the new find. Yes, the new find is basically the tomb, but we also need to talk to him about this little new find we discovered, and that is there's a mummy in here, which there shouldn't be, because when we first found this sarcophagus, there was no mummy in there. There was just a piece of paper and a phone charm, which is pretty cool. That's actually one of the things that you get with the bonus edition, our phone charms. You get to find 7 phone charms. Right now we've only found 4. I think the other 3 we need to find depends on where we are with the story, which is actually a really good thing, just for those who like really want to, those who are like greedy and just want to get all the phone charms right now instead of like just waiting to get them throughout the game. I think that's one of the things that Her Interactive noticed, because they do pay attention to walkthroughs on YouTube. Anyway, let's go ahead and I think let's talk to Abdullah first, Because I really want to find out what he thinks. Let's check out the freaking scaffolding.
Yes?
We're not going to mention this, because we promised Professor Boyle that we wouldn't bring it up to other people, but we did bring it up with Lily, because I think we wanted to make sure that she knew what was going on, just to let her know that we're being honest with her, you know, and let her trust us. It's better to have her trust us than Abdullah trust us. Oddly enough. I
found a mummy in the coffin.
The coffin? The empty coffin?
Yes.
That cannot be true. There is one quality that all mummies share. They do not walk about. You missed it the first time.
Oh, whoops.
That must be what happened.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, then what did happen?
I don't know.
Of course you don't. I will figure it out.
Jerk. Okay.
Do you think someone could have put the mummy in the empty coffin?
You think someone is staging the site?
What does that
Possibly.
mean?
It means placing artifacts in an empty site to raise their value.
All I know is there's a mummy there now.
There is something about this I do not like.
Oh, you know what? We probably should have contacted Professor Boyle about this first before talking to Abdullah. Oops.
I found a new chamber.
We are close to her. Closer with each second. Well done, Nancy. You are very good at this.
Suck up. Stop babying us. I thought you didn't like babying people. Stop it.
I found a gold coffin. It could be Nefertari.
I must see this.
Ooh. Yes, gimme. We got the key to Abdullah's locker. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I know that sound.
So do I.
I need to figure out where it's coming from.
Oh, I do know where it's coming from, honey.
A cobra.
Gimme. Get in there, freaking Cobra. Blech.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Yeah.
I'd better find a safe place to keep the cobra before I do anything else. This will keep the cobra safe and out of striking distance.
Did you make those holes or did the Cobra? But we gotta remember to let this Cobra out before we leave the sites when we finish the mystery. Okay. Okay, she's gone. We still need to figure out where the pieces are to open the thing. Alright, so this is opened. Whoa, Beach Hill? That's where Secret of the Scarlet Hand was centered on. Why? Oh wait, no, this is not Abdullah's locker, that's Professor Boyle's. Whoops. Egyptian novelties. I'm sorry, what?
Who would lie about this?
Yo, Sunny June himself. Dear Mr. Bakum, thank for your interest in S.P.I.E.D. Excuse me, Sunny. You are not one to do misspelling. You always, unless you're doing a freaking exobiologist, unless you're doing a freaking code to someone. We always encourage new members who share our belief in our alien forebears and have attached a membership application for you to complete. In regards to your inquiry, we do not and have never had a member on our roster by the name of Jamila El Dine. If she is claiming to be a member of our guild, she is lying. However, if she'd like to become an official S.P.I.E.D. ambassador, we have enclosed the membership application for her as well. We look forward to meeting both of you at the next new member initiation gathering in Cairo. Yours in space and beyond. wait a minute. If he already has an initiation gathering in Cairo, wouldn't that mean Jamila is already part of it? Because if I could be wrong, but I think that's where she came from. Cairo? Interesting.
I knew something didn't seem right.
Kingston University, New York City, New York. Dear Mr. Bakum, I must confess I was rather surprised to hear of your deciding to remain with your initial pick, particularly after sending you her student file. Although the most damaging claims against her were unproven, there was substantial evidence against her for falsifying her research. The student who accused her was himself found guilty of plagiarism, and many of the faculty believe that Lily was simply caught in his scheme to try and avoid the charges by placing suspicion elsewhere. While he was dismissed from the PhD program, Lily remained in the program by a very narrow margin after the departmental board meeting on the matter. While she has avoided any permanent charges, it is clear that she has a tendency for questionable ethics and dealings. Dude, have you even done like a mental check on her? That aside, her purely academic record speaks for itself. Lily could be a rising star in the Egyptology field should she choose to embrace the more traditional values of the field. With her knowledge in pottery and relics of the New Kingdom, she will be able to assist you greatly with guidance and unwavering supervision. Interesting. This is definitely interesting. I mean, it's not the question of why he continued supporting her, but it's the fact that she decided to stay with him. Because, I mean, well, I'm probably phrasing that incorrectly. I am aware of that. Where is the thing? Alright, let's call... Oh yeah, we could call Dylan. Hello! Help me out, John, please.
Nancy, hello.
I found a mummy, but something was strange about it.
How so?
When I opened the coffin the first time, it was empty. But when I came back, it wasn't.
That's bad.
What are you thinking?
That I need to be there. When things disappear, that's theft. When things appear, that usually means someone is staging the site. Which means that the black market is involved.
But how could anyone else be involved? We're in the middle of nowhere.
There's a lot of money in the antiquities black market. Very often, money attracts dangerous characters.
And you'd be surprised. Anyone on the site can be involved with the black market. We have to be suspicious of everyone. Excluding ourselves, because we know we're not involved with the black market. Even though we're aware of it.
Lily's been accused of falsifying her work. Why would Abdullah choose her to come along with him?
I have no clue.
Do you think it's possible that Abdullah just wanted to give her a second chance?
Maybe. He could see something in her that I don't.
You don't think that's true?
Nancy, I don't want you to carry my bias. Keep a keen eye on her, and everyone and everything at the site, for that matter.
Oh my gosh, Nancy, why are you asking about this? It's what... This is like the most dumbest... I know the phrases, there are no stupid or dumb questions. But at least, like, the average person should know that cats are the freaking absolute tier in ancient Egypt. How does she not know this?
What do you know about cats in ancient Egypt?
Did you find something with a lot of cats?
Yes, it's some sort of cat tomb. Did we come all the way out here for a cat mummy?
No, Nancy, this is fantastic news. Don't get too excited, but this might be just the thing we're looking for. Cats were sacred to the ancient Egyptians. From Bastet and Sekhmet to the average house cat, they were absolutely revered. If you found Nefertari's cat, she must be here.
Yep, we found Destiny. Get here.
Bye.
Seriously, just
Talk to you
get
later.
here. Have we talked to Bess at all? I'm curious. I'm just not noticing the time. Frick.
Nancy, hi.
So, was there anything in that movie of yours about bugs being part of a curse?
Yes, and it was too gross for me to even talk about. Wait, do you have a bug infestation out there?
Yep.
And to think I was jealous when I heard where you were going. Stay away from them. They're probably all super poisonous.
They're locusts. I doubt it. Alright. I really want to bring this
I
up.
found a cobra on my bunk.
Nancy, I've been reading up on curses, and this is one of the hallmarks of a classic curse. Once the seal has been opened, the creatures of the desert get all riled up and turn against the interlopers. You guys are the interlopers, by the way.
Yeah.
I know.
Is it still there?
No, I think someone put it there.
Who do you think would do that?
Oof. I honestly don't know.
Abdullah.
I don't know. It sounds like if he had a problem with you, he wouldn't bother with the Cobra-gram.
Hello, I am your Cobra, Graham. Sorry, I had to do it. Alright. I'm gonna do one last thing for the conversation, and then I'm gonna go to Jamila.
I found Nefertari.
Nancy, way to go. Are you coming home?
Soon. I just have to find definitive proof that I'm right.
Good luck. I know you can do it.
Thank you. Alright.
I'll catch you
The
later.
rest we'll do probably in the next video, hopefully, if I can remember. Right. Let's talk to Jamila.
Hello.
You don't really believe in any of this alien stuff, do you?
Of course I do. What's gotten into you, Nancy?
I've seen Sonny's letter. He says you've never taken one of his classes. How do you explain that?
Fine. You've made your point. What do you want from me?
The truth, for a change.
I guess the truth is mine to tell, and yours to find out.
So who are you here for? Abdullah or Nefertari?
Who says I'm here for either?
Common sense.
You're
Come
an
on,
interesting
Nancy.
one,
Seriously?
Nancy.
You didn't answer my question.
If you ever want to hear my answer, we'll need to reach an agreement.
What kind of agreement?
You don't speak a word of this to anyone here.
I know realistically Nancy wouldn't agree to this just because she knows what should be legally part of the case or not. But considering what I know about Jamila,
Oh, sure.
The time is not right. Wait.
So you don't actually believe in aliens?
Right. Except,
Except what?
Sonny, he really is special.
What do you mean? How so?
I can't be the one to tell you. If you ever need to know, he'll find you.
oh, he definitely will. And Shattered Medallion! Freaking Amazing Race style.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
How do we get her distracted? I forgot. Alright, well, I think that's about it. I swear I thought that... Okay. I am gonna put it here, and save it. Because seriously, I want to make sure I remember. And we are going to save again so we don't make a mistake. Because seriously, I know I can talk quite a bit, and this is probably the best time to call it, just because I really do want to talk about both the bonus edition part and the book. So I guess the best direction to go, I guess, is the book first. Secrets of the Nile is a super mystery, which is basically Nancy teaming up with the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys also a book series as well. The company that teamed up, both companies teamed up to write multiple super mystery books. And sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's a hassle just because of like they have to agree to certain terms of what to do with the book, how many copies they're supposed to make, and whether they can do a revision or remakes or whatever, just for like grammar and punctuation and stuff like that. But because it's not a Nancy Drew solo book, the company, I imagine it was Simon and Schuster at the time, if not Grosset and Dunlap, but both companies did the same anyway. Did the same tactic of like resetting the series every so often, so that not only would they have new binding cover arts, they would also have like new stories, if not revisions, as well as grammar and punctuation updates and stuff like that for their books. They did this as well as the revisions and new stories to like draw in more people, as well as keep the current fan base intact with the Nancy Drew readers, which is actually really good. But with each reset, they actually had to change like the subtitle of the Nancy Drew series to let people know this is not canon. This is not tied to the previous binding that you are familiar with. People need to understand that. Otherwise, they're gonna get entirely confused with Nancy Drew's lifestyle and her personality, because for some reason it keeps changing. It's constantly changing. We're never gonna understand Nancy if we keep mixing up all the different bindings. It's not gonna help us. Anyway, the plot of the book is Nancy and Bess, her best friend, they team up with the Hardy Boys as newlyweds. Nancy with Frank, Bess with Joe. And the Hardy Boys trail a banker who's targeted by radicals, but Nancy is protecting the daughter of a friend's ex-husband. Yoicks. And I imagine at some point Sue will interject. And in my mind I can see how, but I'm not going to go into details on how that's possible. So, with that, on to the next points of the video. The next topic is the bonus edition of Tomb of the Lost Queen. So, for those who are interested in getting access to the bonus edition for Tomb of the Lost Queen, or even any of the other bonus edition games, it starts with game number 22, Trail of the Twister, and ends with game number 32, Sea of Darkness, I think? Yes, Sea of Darkness. But with certain games, how to access it is a little different. But basically, it is all under the cheat menu. Seriously, cheat menu. The way to access the cheat menu is Control Shift Tab C. If not, that is Control Shift Tab. So basically, you are able to see all this kinds of stuff. In fact, I think one of them goes off the screen. Oh, it doesn't. I guess they fixed that. But at least 3 or 4 of these, you are actually able to like click on or at least type in those that you can. Those help you if you ever get stuck or anything like that. But as far as like the bonus edition, you actually have to go under, from what I understand, flags, and go to where is it? Bonus FL, but bonus FL is just for games number 23 to 27, and that's Shadow at the Water's Edge to what's 27? Deadly Device, I think. Yeah. And for Trail of the Twister, it's bonus _content _FL. And for game number 28, Ghost of Thornton Hall, to game number 32, Sea of Darkness, it's not going to be under flags. It is actually going to be under logic. And then you'll want to look for bonus _BR. And that's basically, and you want to tick that off and then hit OK. I'm actually going to hit cancel just because I don't want to get anything activated in case I did do anything unintentionally. So that's basically how you activate the bonus edition. I'm basically behind on saying goodbye, so I'm just going to go ahead and start here. Say goodbye here. I love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. I hope I helped you out at least a little bit in this video. If not, I'm not doing my job. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button. Make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Central, and Sundays, 4:30 p.m. Central. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Woof. That explanation definitely took me a lot longer than I thought. But it was definitely worth it. I love talking about the bonus edition stuff.